Hey, this is Reddit Stories. I am reading stuff. Today we will be continuing with r/talesfromretail. Hit the subscribe button if you're new here. Now sit back and enjoy the stories. A coworker saved a life today. I work at a grocery store. Today, an employee in the meat department collapsed at 7 a.m. right after the store opened. Someone working next to him flipped him over onto his back and started yelling his name and for help. He was unconscious, not breathing, and turning purple. Someone from my team saw and immediately called 911 while he ran over to our coworker on the floor. He began doing CPR on him and didn't stop until the EMTs arrived, 4 minutes. The manager on duty ran over with the defibrillator right as the paramedics got there. They cut his shirt open and I saw him laying there, not breathing or moving, as they shoved tubes down his throat and began to push air into his lungs. Meanwhile, a customer was asking me to serve her a pint of sweet potatoes, completely oblivious to the man basically dead on the floor 10 feet away. He was rushed into emergency surgery and they think he had an aneurysm. We still don't know how he is doing, but I do know that the guy who rushed to call 911 and do CPR saved his life. I can't imagine what he must have been feeling at the time or how he is feeling now. I want to raise enough money from the staff to get him 2 tickets to a game of his favorite football team, but it's the least that I can do. The bravery and compassion that he showed today is unreal. I hope that lady enjoys her sweet potatoes. Update: the guy that had the aneurysm came out of his surgery in a coma. They're expecting him to come out of it soon and begin rehabilitation, but from the sounds of it, his life is forever changed. If you enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe to help us make more videos. Your ID is bright pink? At work, I keep bright pink sticky notes with me. I doodle, keep notes, and honestly just fiddle with them to keep calm during our favorite problem customers' meltdowns. Today, I was helping a gentleman with a purchase that required showing his ID. I had already set the ID back down in front of him on the counter. The purchase was made, yet he kept staring down at me. "I need my ID," he says, staring at my hands. In my hands were my clearly bright pink sticky notes. At first I was very confused and said, "Yes sir, it's right there," and nodded down at his ID. He didn't look down. His eyes clearly darted from my notes to my eyes. "I see you holding it," he says. Now, this customer had already been rude earlier. I was already at the level of "done with you." I looked from my brightly covered paper in my hands, up at him, back to my paper, back to him. "Sir, your ID is right down there if you look. I see it in your hands," he spits, putting emphasis on the word "see." He was trying to mock me. But how do you feel mocked when you know they're 100% wrong? I finally point as well, right at his ID. The one right in front of him. The one not in my hand. The one that is clearly not bright pink. "Oh, there it is," and he just grabs it and leaves. "No, I'm sorry, no, oh I was confused, nothing." Cop tries breaking Georgia law in liquor store. So, I work at a small liquor store in Georgia. One day an older man, looks about in his 50s, along with a young girl that might be 18 at oldest walk into the store. The guy brings 2 bottles of RTD drinks up to the counter and the girl brings a 6-pack of wine coolers. Obviously, since Georgia law requires anyone who physically brings alcohol up to the counter with the intent of it being purchased in any fashion, I have to check her ID. So, I ask for the ID. Guy: "No, she's not buying it." Me: "Well, she brought it to the register, so, by law I have to see her ID and confirm she's 21. Guy: "This is my daughter and the beer is for my wife." The guy then pulls out a police badge and places it on the counter. I pause in disbelief. I think, is this guy really trying to do this? So, we then go back and forth about how the beer cannot be purchased, and he even tries the old, "What if she goes wait in the car, or if she puts the beer back and I bring it to the register?" Me: "It's like this. You being an officer of the law should know what the laws are. The fact you're putting me in this position is pretty inconsiderate. And, I cannot in any way sell you this 6-pack. Well, eventually he concedes. It was never really a major argument. Wish I could say some more crazy stuff happened, but no. There is this one little bit of info though. I later found out the officer was of top rank of a neighboring city. Not going to get into any specifics other than that. But I mean, maybe he was getting it for his wife like he said, but I still just can't sell it to him. For all I know it could have been a sting, that's a thing, they will do that to liquor stores. Edit. I wasn't expecting so many comments, but I'll clarify a few things that were asked or suggested. He was a real cop. I told my boss what happened thinking we can have a good laugh about it. She knew who I was talking about because she saw him moments before this happened. Also, he lives down the street from her. As far as calling 911 or making a complaint, it never crossed my mind. Especially since when he conceded it seemed like he was happy I did my job. Plus, he very well have been buying it for his wife after all, and his daughter just got overzealous and grabbed it for him. Hit the subscribe button for more daily Reddit content and press the bell icon to get notified when a new video is uploaded. Also, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, it really does help the channel. If you have any ideas, suggestions, let us know in the comment section. See you in the next one.